Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 3 of this Wolves Beta Save FM23. I'm the Custard Prophet, and look how things have started. Great start, isn't it? 7th currently. But we could go even better today. Yeah, that's right, we have started excellently. Some really good results. Some really good performances, and even against the better sides. We've won a bunch of games, but we could have even got more points than that. Let's have a look at the results. So after the 0-0 draw against United, I think we possibly deserved that more than they did. They've not started particularly well. We went away to Brentford, and we absolutely dominated this. Raul Jimenez, who has been a star, 4 goals for him in that match, and that's the way I like to start it. And then went away against Chelsea, thought it was going to be a bit of a tough game. Actually, we started really well. In fact, we took the lead. Guedes got himself a goal. We had more chances than they did in the first half, a bit more sporadic in the second half, and then all of a sudden they brought on Brozier, and it sort of changed the game a little bit. And I know he's not really one to change the game, but he played well and probably deserved something out of it. How we didn't get anything at all out of this game, I do not know, but I was really happy with the performance. And then, to make matters even better, we went away to Forest, beat them 6-1. Guedes with a couple, Jimenez with 3, so hat-trick and 4 goals in his first 4 games for the team. Not bad, and Nunez getting a goal as well. Home against Bournemouth, a 3-1 victory there. Diego Costa, Jimenez, and the new boy, D'Ambrosio, who has been a star in the centre of defence. 3-0 loss against City. I mean, Haaland, Foden and Bernardo Silva. This was the one game where we just looked second best. We just didn't seem to have a clue how to get anything against them. We started with a couple of shots, but then, yeah, we were second best across the pitch. 3-0 was about the right scoreline. It was disappointing, but probably expected. And then we just played Gerrard's Villa and beat them 3-0. Jimenez with a couple and Adama Traore. They had a player sent off, but it was late. We were very good value for this. And Gerrard, after talking about how I couldn't take the pressure in the press conference before the match, then had to apologise to the Villa fans for losing against Wolves, so that was pretty pleasing. So today we're going to be playing Southampton. I've got one other thing to share with you, and that is that we have brought in another player. Let's go and have a look at him. Yeah, nobody out but Jose Campana has come in from Levante on loan, 29-year-old. And where's his weaknesses? He's a little bit short. No. Yeah, he's a little bit short and weedy. But as a technical player, this is what you want. And so he can play anywhere in these midfield positions. So finally, we've got somebody who can come in for the likes of Moutinho and Nunez and take off the pressure, because they were playing every game all the time. And so we're gonna ease him into the team, but I think he's going to be super important as we go forward. Wasn't really getting very many games for Levante. 20 games last season and just 2 goals. He started well for them this season, but they were happy to loan him out. We're not paying any money for the loan. It's a free loan. We're just paying half of his wages. It's about 16 grand. I think that's pretty good value for a player for the rest of the season. I'm thrilled with it, to be honest. I don't think I'd actually shown you the finances at this point. You can see we are a little bit in financial troubleness. But you can see here, and I don't know how all this works, we are expected to do incredibly well. £25 million in the bank in 2 years' time. So I guess it relates to the payments. I think the payments and stuff, the Premier League payments, are being taken into account perhaps here. I don't know. But I'm happy enough with how things are. It's pretty good. And we're going to be playing Southampton today. And the way things are going, I'm hoping that we can get a decent performance out there, and we'll see how things go. Let's set up the team. Okay, so team that we're going with, we've got Jimenez up top, who has scored. He's already passed 10 goals in 5 or 6 games. Crazy. In Guedes, Nunes and Traore across the attacking part of midfield. Neves and Moutinho in the centre of midfield, offering that support. And Johnny, Collins, D'Ambrosio and Semedo across the back line with Sarr in goal. It's a very, very good team, I have to say. The only issue we have is backup. We've got some good players in Neto, Campana, Kilman, Ait Nouri, but then there's some players who just are a bit pants. Podence, for instance, not very good. Hee-Chan, not very good. Traore there, not very good. So they really need, I think, a little bit of an overhaul of some of these crappy players. You know, crappy. I'm not a personal insult to any of them. If they're watching, they won't be watching. But if they are, you know, it's just they're not at the level that Wolves need them at. So we need to ship out all of those. We need to look through all the loan players that we've got out there, hold on to the players we want to, and then just sell the rest, get some money in, and bring 2 or 3 really good quality players in just to add to the squad. That's what we need to do. Anyway, folks, let's go and play a game of football. Okay, so there was a bit of lag last time. Graphic settings have been turned down, so hopefully this looks a little bit more seamless when we get to see some football. Right, dive in. Well, already, Adama Traore's got it on this right side. He plays it in. And, well, we got it. It's Guedes. I thought that was his shot. And Matheus Nunes probably should have just banged that in. He tried to knock it into the near post. And in the end, he just kind of poked it past the goalkeeper. But, yeah, not the worst start, really. Well, I have to say, Southampton have started pretty well here. We've had the highlight, but we've got another one here which might well be to them, but we haven't had another shot since then. Oh, maybe we do now. Raul probably should have done a little bit better there. It's Guedes. Oh my, he should have scored. It was a lovely ball into him, and we should be at least 1-0 up. We've had 2 wonderful chances, and at no point have managed to make the most of them. Neves with the corner. Is this going to be anything? It doesn't look like it. Just cleared out to Neves. Moutinho, you're going to have a shot. Wow. Way over the bar. Well, so they're going along with this. Are the forwards going to find it? It's nicely done. Adama Traore tries to get away from the player pressuring him, but he doesn't find anyone. Salisu. Maitland-Niles. Always a player with a lot of quality, and it's in the back of the net. A lovely goal that was from Maitland-Niles. Really gorgeous finish there. Deserved the goal with the quality of shot there. That was well put together. Look, he got the ball there. Should have pressed him there. Probably should have come out to him. Didn't. Although if we had, would he have just kind of played a nice ball behind? I don't know. It's a nice finish. Good goal. Can't do much about that. Alright, fired them up. Trying to just get a little bit more out of them here. It's Moutinho. Oh, he's lost the ball. That's a disaster. I've seen some comments about the amount of times balls being lost. I like it. I really like the randomness of it. It's a massive upgrade to me. It does. Oh look, you just can't tell which way the highlight's going. Sarr does well there. I didn't know who was getting the highlight there, and you used to be able to predict it. Come on, we're 1-0 down. We need this. We've fired them up. Collins here into Ruben Neves. It's Moutinho. He's made a couple of mistakes already. Oh, it's Guedes. It's in. It's Guedes. Or is that going to be allowed? Come on. Oh, no. Oh, nuts. We'll have a look at that one. Yeah, he was offside. Oh, I mean, I guess the intent was to get it through to him, but that's not quite what happened, is it? Shame. Well, it's 1-0. We're 1-0 down here. This is a game I would like to get something out of. I still believe we can. Southampton are playing pretty well though, which disappoints me hugely. Moutinho's done well there. He clunks it upfield. Guedes now. Inside. Raul Jimenez. Beautiful ball in. And we should be one. We should have scored now. We've had 3 glorious chances, and all of them have been taken away from us. Good goalkeeping and a disallowed goal, but maybe right at the end here. Oh, off the bar. Lovely effort. Well, I can't moan too much. We played pretty well in that first half. We've conceded a goal from an absolute stonker of a strike. Can't do much against that. Maybe defensively we could have defended better before the opportunity arose, but we've matched Southampton. We've had as many shots as they have. Our XG is a little bit better, and we've seen many more highlights than they have. So I feel we're not quite there. So second half we must be better. Okay, a little tweak to the formation, sort of 4-4-2, attacking 4-4-2 formation now. We've made a change as well. Ruben Neves, who was looking pretty tired, has come off, and Núñez has just dropped back into that position. Diego Costa has come on for him, and we're going to go 2 up top. Costa works really nicely as a little foil for Jimenez sometimes, so he is a liability to have on the pitch though. Right, here we go, second half. You've got to feel if we keep playing like we're playing, one of these chances has to go in at some point. Right, nothing is going on, and I wonder whether part of the issue is that Jimenez is knackered, so we are taking him off. We switch Guedes just up top. He looks really good. We're bringing Neto on the left side. He can play there very well. We've also brought off Núñez and brought on the Spaniard Campana, who can do a decent job there. Fingers crossed we can pull this one out, because we've not really looked good in the second half actually. Well, we have got a chance straight away after the substitution. Campana's in there, but the ball is cleared out. We've managed to hold on to it though. Poor play from them, and Collins, who's kind of come back into the mix here. Adama Traore, he's managed to get it in, and the goalkeeper does nothing. Bazuna, that can't be it. There's got to be more to this highlight than just that. They've lumped upfield. Is that going to one of them? It might do now. Diallo, Ward-Prowse, who's got a decent pass on him. And we've just about cleared it. And we're going up field again. We've got the big man in Diego Costa up there. So you'd think we should possibly get an E through. It's wonderful stop from Jose Sarr. And I don't care what anyone says. We don't see goalkeeping like that in the previous few iterations of the game. That looks a gorgeous save. Spread himself. It really looked realistic, that. That's what I'd want a goalkeeper to do under those circumstances. Come on. Right, another change. We're bringing on He-Chan on the right side. We've put our wing-backs on attacking. I'm also bringing my deep line playmaker a little bit. In fact, I might just bring everyone a little bit higher up the pitch like that. There we go. It's a free kick for them though. We have cleared it. Oh, it's in. Well, after all those changes I made, it doesn't matter. We're 2-0 down. It looks like we're not going to get a win. This will be our first loss against a team that we probably would have expected to do something against. Disappointing. And it's in. It's Salisu. And the more I've changed this, the more I've tweaked it, the worse we've got. We've first half we played quite well. Probably bettered them slightly. Second half, no, they've been the better team. It's disappointing. Yeah, they certainly deserve to be ahead. Ward-Prowse doing what Ward-Prowse does with free kicks. He's finding his man and causing chaos, and we've just not looked at all good in front of goal, which I have to say is not familiar to us, because we've been quite decent actually in front of the goal. Not that you might be able to believe it. Come on, get a foot in. I do not want to lose 4-0 against bloody Southampton. What are you doing? I mean, what was the shot? What was the goalkeeper doing? What was the defenders doing? What was anybody doing? Jesus. Well, that was nicely done from Moutinho. At least there's someone who looks like he still cares. Well, right on the 90th minute mark, there's 4 minutes of injury time. We've lost this one 3-0. We've been crap in the second half. I mean, oh, look at that. Thank you, whoever that was. We are so slow to get to the ball. You could have just brought it down there, brought it down and played the pass, but no, you're going to head it blind with the back of your head. Absolute lunatic. Oh, it's in. It's 4-0. We've been absolutely trounced now. I mean, have I just made too many tweaks and I've just basically destroyed this formation? I think it doesn't work with the players a little bit further up. I think that's what this tells us. We won't be doing that again. There we go. We've learned something. First half, pleased with that. Second half, absolute dog turd that was. Look at that. Not had a shot in the second half. Not an extra. First half, we matched them. Second half, we did nothing. Why was that? Answers on a postcard, please. So what does that do? I'm going to thrash my arms. Weren't good enough. You should all be absolutely disappointed with yourself. So we stay in 7th place. It's not the end of the world, really, but losing 4-0 against Southampton, please. Right. It'll be better next time, I promise. We'll come back for a home game, I think. We'll just stick around to see what game we're going to come for. We got Forest up next. I expect to win that. So maybe what we'll do is come back for the game against Newcastle. That's a good amount away now. And we've got some tough games, actually, away at Tottenham, away at Liverpool, but also some very winnable games. Potentially, definitely the Forest game. We certainly could get something against West Ham. Maybe a draw out of that. Everton, you never quite know what they're bringing, and the same with Leeds. I feel there's points to be won here. I'm hoping we'll be still, flirting around with that top 7 place at this come the Newcastle game, and then we'll see where we sit then. Anyway, folks, I hope you're enjoying this series. Thank you very much for the support on this beta save. It's amazing to see the numbers that the first couple of episodes are getting, so huge thanks for that. If you have enjoyed the episode though, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Lots of Football Manager content coming up, and there's lots in the archives if you want to go back and check some of that out. Hit notifications on as well, and I'll see you again very soon for episode 4, where we'll be taking on Newcastle, and we will not be losing 4-0. See you then. Bye bye.